What's up, YouTube? So, got some footage from my live stream last night. So I picked a couple of the better battles out that I had, or more interesting ones, and I thought I'd put a couple up this week as well, and as well as tonight. So first I want to say a quick little thanks to everyone that actually rocked up to the stream. Thank you very much. And but let's get on to this battle anyway. So question of the day on this video. Okay, the other person has two reggies, so I want to ask a reggie question. So, out of all the reggies, the four reggies, what's your favourite one? Mine is Reggie Gigas. That's my favourite reggie. So write in the comments. Go for it. Write your favourite reggie. Which one it is. Do it now. Go. And please leave a like on the video as well. It's very much appreciated. Let's get to the battle anyway. So this was a really interesting battle, and some. It's good to see Reggie Gigas being used as well, because he's not really used very much at all. So we got some more of a lower sort of tier battle here, which was fun. So Reggie still lead here, and I'm going to be leading with my Progly now. I just went for Taunt here, just in case it's got like Stealth Rock or anything like that, or any sort of setup moves like Curse. It's going to go straight away for Power Up Punch here, which wasn't too good for me, so there's not a lot that I could really do here. So there's not anything more that I can actually do, so I'm just going to go for U-turn, get a little bit of damage off, and probably swap something in that can do something to this or get rid of it. I was sort of thinking of lines of phasing it. So this is obviously not with my my new team. This was sort of like a mixed team of my pokes that I had. I'm going to be uploading a battle also tonight with my new team, but I thought I'd put this one up first because it's quite a good battle, and it's with a couple of my oldies pokes as well. Okay, so a +2 Earthquake doesn't hit me too hard, and I'm just going to go for Circle Throw and throw this thing the hell out of there. So, all those boosting moves. Okay, so out comes Reggie Gigas, and it's shiny as well. Okay, so it's got the slow start. I'm not too scared of it really. I've got bulk up on this thing as well, and I've got circle throw, so I can just circle throw it out of there. So I just decided to go for a bulk up here, raise my defense. I wasn't too sure what move it was actually going to use against me, but it turns out it's got Drain Punch instead. Now that's a transfer move, I know that very well. It's got Life Orb there, so it's trying to sort of negate its slow start ability somewhat. Okay, so that's one turn. I always count the turns passed with Reggie Gigas because it's a monster when he gets out of slow start, which doesn't really happen very, very often. Okay, so I went for my second bulk up now. As soon as this thing came out, I thought it's going to use Sleep Powder or Hurricane. And I was thinking, shit, should I use Sleep Talk or should I just go straight for Circle Throw and get rid of it? What the hell should I do? So in the end, I just went straight for Circle Throw in case it just went for attacking me. And I live with like 4 health, like, yes! Awesome. So I get a bit of damage off on that, which was good, and I could sort of phase that out of here. I was happy with that one. Okay, so out comes a Mulga. That's just going to take me out with Air Slash or any sort of move at all whatsoever. I just went for Rest there, but I knew I'm going to get outsped anyway. So Electro Ball is going to take me down, basing on its high speed compared to my shoddy speed. It was always going to take me out. Now, I had Ducky here. I was trying to bait him into going for an electric type move here. Obviously, I would never swap it into this. So, a quick swap out here and straight into my Seeking here to try and get the Lightning Rod, I guess, to sort of put this off or maybe sort of cause a free swap out. But he's going to go for Toxic instead. So, that was my sort of plan and ruin there. That sort of sucked. Okay, I just went straight for Waterfall here. He goes for Roost, which is sort of funny. Maybe he thought that he'd get outsped. Like I might have been like scarfed or something, but I'm not. I'm just normal seeking stuff like that. Okay, so he had an interesting. Oh, Apple Berry, interesting. So a little bit of health recovery there. Now he goes for Encore, so he encores me into my best move, which I'm not too worried about, so I can take the Mulga out as well. Maybe they're thinking of bringing something else in after this. That was sort of what I was thinking, because it was sort of a odd thing to do there. So I get hurt by the Toxic just a little bit, so I'm quite happy I'm locked into my best move. Now out comes Torterra. Now I can see why the Encore now, because I know that I won't be able to one-shot that, and I'll definitely go down to any sort of grass move at all. But it's going to turn out it's going to set up curse. And that was not good for me at all. I did not like seeing that. So the first thing I wanted to do is go straight for Toxic there before I can do anything like that. And this will be pretty good against it because it will be one of those bulky curse sets. And it's got Leech Seed as well, so it's going to have very longevity there with leftovers, Leech Seed. And I really needed to actually do some nice poison damage on this over time. So I thought I might as well get a little bit of damage off with Psyshock here. I wasn't really betting on it doing too much damage at all. He's going to go for Earthquake there. I was expecting to live that reasonably, which I did, but I got critted there, which sort of sucks. Now, my best thing here was to go, well, I could go for like another Shy Shot, do more damage, or I could just replenish my health with Moonlight, which I thought would be more, probably more suitable, because then I could try and get a little bit more turns of Toxic on this thing, probably bring something in afterwards to be good against it. So, as I said, I'm just going to go for Moonlight here, get my health back. I wasn't too sure whether he's going to go for Earthquake or Curse. I had a feeling he may go for Curse again, so that's okay. I'm happy with that, so I got some free Toxic damage on this thing. Unfortunately, with Toxic damage, it takes a lot longer with Leech Seed and Leftovers up. a lot longer. It's nearly adds on a couple more turns just for free with that on. Just all that recovery. And the reason I sort of kept the interest is to stall out with. I do have Protect on this thing, so that was sort of the plan. And I didn't really need this thing too much in this battle at all. Okay, I love how Mashana is just so big, and Torterra is just like this Pangea with a tree on it, but it doesn't look nearly as big. Okay, what was I saying? So we both get our lefties recover back. Oh, if you can hear that in the background, that is just rain. It's really pouring here now. It's just sort of entered our winter season recently. Well, it's not too recently. It's nearly been here for a month, but you wouldn't really know it until now. The last few days have been sort of raining. Anyway, let's get to the battle. So there's enough sort of stalling out there for me to just swap in my Seeking because it was Scarfed. I didn't really have a lot more use for it this battle, rather than just to get some more Toxic damage on Torterra and get rid of those Leech Seed as well. The Leech Seed will definitely the Leech Seed going away will definitely speed up the process of Toxic damage as well. So getting some nice damage now. Now is time to swap into my Ducky. Now I thought there's a good chance that he may swap out, but just in case he's predicting that I'm going to go for I might be going for a Carmine, I'll go for an Ice Beam. And of course in comes the Registeel to take my Ice Beam very nicely, as Registeel always does. Okay, it's a green Registeel. Okay, so I thought, well, I could go for Carmine or Scald here. Let's go for Scald. A burn here would be very helpful, extremely helpful there, but I don't get it that turn, so I'm like, well, I don't think it can one-shot me. What does it have? It's got like Iron Head, Earthquake. That'd troll me if it had Zap Gun. So I just went here for the Carmine here. I'm sorry about all this rain in the background. It's just pissing down at the moment. Okie dokie. So he's going to go for another Earthquake. I'm fine, really, with that, because I can take that. Now, I was really hoping here to actually take it out with the Scald, and I don't quite take it out, which really sucks, because I know that I'm going to go down to this Earthquake now, because that Life Orb damage on my Golduck sort of hurt me there. So down goes Golduck, but I suppose he did the job of lowering Registeel, which was fine, I guess. Now, I'm going to bring in my Puss now. Just go straight for Body Slam. I normally have Fake Out on this thing, but my I think I had it in Daycare and actually got rid of my Fake Out for Body Slam, which I wasn't very impressed about when I brought into battle. Should always sort of check that. Okay, so into Vivillon again. I just go straight for a turn here. I know that I can outspeed, and I want to get rid of this because it's a big threat, and the rain's starting to quieten down a bit, which is good. Now into Regigigas again. I know this thing is packing Drain Punch. I just went for... Oh, I swapped out. I probably should have gone for U-turn. I don't know why I didn't do it. Anyway, it didn't really make much of a difference anyway. Wouldn't have done much. So I'm just going to tank the Drain Punch here. Once again, there's not much I can really do to this thing. The most I can do is put just a Toxic on this part. of the Reggie Gigas now, and I can sort of just fast forward through this little bit here, because it's mainly just me tanking out with Return and Toxic. Okie dokie, now we are back. We're getting pretty close to, I had to start to fast forward that little bit because it was a sort of me just doing a little bit of stalling on this Reggie Gigas here. So he's going to go for the final return. I've protected him out there. There's nothing really much you can do here. I was able to tank it out before slow start came into effect, which is good. And that's going to be the Reggie Gigas down. So thank you for getting that one out of the way. Okay, now this Durant was a problem because I knew that it could have Home Claws, so I just went for Side Shock there to get some damage, but it went straight for X-Scissor, which I found interesting, instead of going for Home Claws, because there was absolutely nothing that I could really do to it. He'd seen most of my moves. Now, straight to Voodoo Doll here. He goes for X-Scissor, which I found really funny, instead of Iron Head, and I thought, that's odd. Why would you do that? There must be a reason. Anyway, I went for the Shadow Claw. Now, withdraws, and that straight away tells me that he's banded or scarfed. I was thinking banded. Now, I just take this opportunity to go for another Shadow Claw. It does loads to the Torterra. I was really happy with that damage there. I like using banded Banette. It's really good. And it's got some nice priority as well. So, as I'm banded again, I can just go straight for Shadow Claw again and take Torterra out, which was good. I was really happy about that. Now, this Durant was the problem. I wasn't sure whether it was scarfed or banded. I was thinking at this moment that it was banded. Since I've got priority Shadow Sneak, I'm going to swap that out and so maybe save that for later. So, he's going to go for Iron Head this time. Hits me reasonably hard, but I didn't think I'd actually lift that one. I avoid the attack due to Hustle, so he hit 3 times and missed once. That's pretty fair with Hustle. I get a return off, doesn't do much, but it's just a little bit of damage, and Iron Head's going to take it out. So since it outsped my Perugly, I now know that it's scarfed, which is different. I've never really seen a scarfed Durant before with its Hustle ability. Now my final Pokemon is my Banette, and I can just take that out with Shadow Sneak, and that's Durant Downs, and nice close game there. Good game, Blackrose. It was fun. That's a really sweet Pokemon. Once again, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like on the video. And who is your favourite Reggie? Write it in the comments. Go for it. Do it. Thank you for watching my video. And my new team will be uploaded tonight as well in another battle. Peace out, everyone.